Welcome back to River City Live. Here's something for you to ponder. This is a good one. What would you rather have when you retire, $1 million or $5,000 a month for the rest of your life? Well, you think about that, and joining us to talk about that very thing on today's For Your Money is Adam Wolf. Adam is one of the area's leading financial advisors, and he joins us each and every Monday here on River City Live so that we can talk about this very important topic, your retirement. So, Adam, I can't wait to find out what you think, and the answer can't be both, right?
It's great to be here. I wish it was both. I mean, a lot of times we would like to have both, but you know, it really depends on what your goals are. If your goals are to have a set amount of fixed income coming in on a monthly basis, you know, having that $5,000 a month is a good thing. You know, depending on how long you expect to live, you know, if you're married, what do you want to leave to the kids for a legacy? You know, what are your overall goals? And that's what really drives having, you know, $5,000 a month versus taking $1 million and having that $1 million nest egg forever.
Okay, so but is one necessarily a bad thing, or are they just different?
They're just different. Sometimes you look at, you know, a balance and say you have $100,000 in your balance. You know, it might not be actually $100,000. There might be excessive fees that are built into that eat away at that amount over time. Also, that $100,000 might be in an IRA, so it's loaded with taxes. So as you start to draw the money out, you might be taxed along the way as well. So having a balance is great, but also having a fixed amount of income to complement, to supplement your Social Security income if you're receiving it, your pensions if you have those, having some fixed amount of monies to meet those living expenses is the big first key and first step. But having a plan mapped out and getting what you want out of retirement is the key.
So it's almost a false illusion, that big number that you're seeing at the bottom. And I think a lot of people are assuming that Social Security and pensions are the only options we have if we want that guaranteed income during retirement. What do you say about that?
It's not necessarily the case, because we can go out to an insurance company and purchase an annuity. Typically, we use an annuity to get that guaranteed income stream for a lot of cases with clients. It's not always the case, but you want to work with somebody who understands retirement, who works on both the investment world side and then also the insurance world side, that knows both worlds, to be able to sort of map that together and make sure if that annuity is right for you, it's right for you, and not just be there from a managed perspective or the mutual fund perspective, which a lot of other advisors look for.
So what happens when somebody first reaches out to you, Adam? I know you do a consultation, and we're going to talk in just a minute about how folks can have a complimentary consultation. But first, I want to find out from you what that feels like. What does somebody need to bring with them when they come and see you? What do you tell them?
Well, you give Andrea and Robin a call at our office, and they give you a list of information to bring with you. You bring what you're comfortable with, and you come into our office, you have that consultation with us. We make everything feel very, very easy, feel at home. We go through all of your goals, all of your objectives, take a look at your paperwork, and start to see and map out what is going to make sense. We're going to look at what you're actually paying in fees. And a lot of folks don't know what they're paying. We're going to find out if it's excessive or not. Also, we're going to look at the risk within your portfolio. As you get closer to retirement, you want to bring the risk down typically. Some people have a lot of risk that, you know, next time the market corrects or market goes down, your portfolio may be subjected to losses. And then we have that blueprint. So it's a very easy meeting with me and with our staff to get your answers to all your questions.
And I know you're very interested, too, in hearing what people's goals in retirement are. You may be somebody who wants to start going on a lot of cruises, or you might be comfortable just kind of pulling back and not spending a lot of money and just trying to live, you know, within your means that way, right?
Yeah, a lot of times I meet with folks who they have this great goal of doing these great things, and we can get them there. A lot of times they may be so conservative in the way that they saved over time that they don't know how to spend. And we help them build that framework to know this is, you know, how much you can spend without messing up the rest of your retirement through, you know, other means, because, you know, retirements nowadays can last 20, 30, 40 years, and you want to have enough money to last.
So this complimentary consultation for our viewers is something you can get when you call 904-232-8760. Again, it's on your screen, 904-232-8760, or you can go to wolfretirement.com. You have a couple of offices now.
Yes.
So folks can come see you in Clay County, they can come see you in Jacksonville, which makes it very, very convenient. And it's a way for you to sleep better at night, quite frankly. 904-232-8760 or wolfretirement.com. Take advantage of this very generous offer Adam is giving to you. And thank you, Adam.
Thank you, Eden.
Can we count on you for next Monday?
I'll be here.
Awesome. We'll be right back.
Thank you.